think they're going to stomp them. I think it's going to be really hard in the 2v2 against Ashe Seraphine. It is a really tough lane to fight into, but if Kryra is there and you get flash knocked up, Castle trying to buy time for the abilities to come back, but can he slice and dice out to safety? They are waiting a long time on this. Impact is scared. He doesn't want to get involved because he knows he could get taken out. Rune Prison will grab first blood for Darkwings. Nicely done. Castle overplayed his hand. He thought he was going to get 6 first, but missed. And that is how the lane looks when you have no hook, is they just walk at you. You are outranged on the Kai'Sa. Huhi, though, has no flash. Going to get flashed on here. And the follow-up knock-up is there. Sajed coming in. They knock him down. Good gank from Kryra. But Hanbok is level 6 first. Oh. Flashes forward. Ults in. Sajed is locked into this Cataclysm. But Rahel cannot really join. Rahel is just hitting Kryra. And now Hanbok on the side is losing the fight. Sajed flashes away.
That's
barely
crazy.
Survives.
Going to be traded for grubs here, which if you're DSG, you're very happy about. Against the Ashe Seraphine, being able to get the first Drake on your side is huge.
It really is. You know, we saw Golden Glue in that interview talking about how they picked for winning lanes, but things weren't really going that great in the early laning. You know, Castle was kind of outlaning Impact in the first couple levels. He had pressure on him. You know, Huhi got hooked twice, so they kind of lost some pressure there. Darkwing's going to be able to stop the recall from Calmy. Can he even survive? Flash forward there from Hanbok with the flash Q. Darkwing's going to try to finish him off. Drops the turret aggro. Barely survives. Wasn't the cleanest, but they do get no one. You're doing nothing on Blitzcrank. So a lot of pressure on Lions. We'll see if he can make something happen. He's going to get connected onto by that Ashe arrow. Has his flash available. Didn't flash anything. Just CC'd down. 100 to 0. In comes Kryra and Calmy. They arrive. Flashing forward there on a Hanbok. They're going to try to knock him down. Sajed gets the kill there as Darkwings arrives. Sajed incredibly low. Rahel pushing forward. He's going to fall. Calmy in trouble. Kryra in trouble. He's going to go back in with the Sun. Try to take one with him. But he's rooted up. He's stunned up. Rahel gets a double. And the fight from DSG goes terribly as Rahel gets paid and gets the double buff.
That's the fight that could swing the game for Sentinels. Double buffs all across the board. The Ryzolve comes in at just the right time. I mean, Calmy's going to try and move in right here, but this seems rather ambitious by Calmy and Lions.
Yeah, I mean, with what damage are you going to do something here? He's hoping for some sort of a misplay, a miracle steal, but they're going to be able to grab it. No problem at all. Lions did have the hook, but 900 gold, even though he's down farm and has the same amount of kills as Rahel, so has been able to cash in on some of those plates. Impact could be in some trouble. There's the stun into the hook. Do they have the damage here from Kryra? Will he Mega out? Huhi flashes in, has the shield to try to protect him, and now Impact's going to be able to go Mega. Castle gets knocked up. He's going to be thrown to the wall. Surely, in comes the ulti there from Huhi. They don't have the damage to finish anyone off just yet. Rahel now arriving. Hanbok messes up. Oh no, okay, I guess that was the spectator. Kind of went weird on the flag and drag, but does end up knocking him down. Rahel pushing forward. Can they try to turn anything around? Kryra has to flash out. Sajed is in trouble. This is a disaster. Lions is incredibly low. They're corralled under the turret. Calmy comes in. Can they defend the dive? Lions is so low, Herald. And they have the Herald. This is going to go down in a hurry. Hanbok going to get interrupted, though, by the Onivia wall. Nicely played by Calmy. They still don't have a wave here, as the Onivia may have just bailed them out of this situation. Well done, but on the other side of the map,
still, 2,500 gold, 20 minutes in.
Yep, looking good. Darkwing scaling well this game. Going to pop the Ghost early here. Kryra may be able to catch up to him. Does have that smite, but on the other side, it's going to be Lions again getting caught out. They are behind, and when you're behind on Blitz, you are looking useless, and Lions definitely is looking that this game thus far as Huhi, Hanbok, and Rahel take him out. A lot of crystals built up there. Calmy trying to get some damage down. In comes the Encore, going to get flashed by Calmy. Nicely done by him. Kryra arrives. In comes everyone from DSG. Impact on the side, though, is crushing them. Puts the Onivia into the egg, and there's a shutdown onto Rahel. Sajed is just free-firing now. Sajed is starting to pick up a lot of kills, but can Impact and Darkwings make it happen? It's the solo laners here on the side trying to get it done. Impact goes into mini. They're going to try to back it up. Can Castle get in over onto Darkwings? Slice, dice. The slow does not connect as the phase rush was still proc, but the stun does come through, and now Sajed is going forward. They're trying to knock him down. Do they have the damage? Just barely get the shutdown. Castle gets paid. That was a great fight for DSG.
They're absolute psychopaths. I mean, Calmy seemed like he started that in a 1v4, but this is the sneaky power of both Sajed and Rahel on the same page. Now they're going for Drake.
Yeah, we're back to live over here by the Dragon. Can DSG knock this down? Hanbok is in the area. It is getting focused down quick. Ash arrow will not connect onto Call Me.
Flip this.
Is he able to sidestep it? Impact has Megan already. He's going to go in. It's going to be secured, though, by Kryra on the side. We can see Impact has CC'd up Lions, who goes down in a hurry. The Sun comes across multiple members as they are locked in the Cataclysm. Kryra can't get anything done, but Sajed is going to ult into the side, knocks down Hombach. Call Me trying to duel against Darkwings here, who's going to be able to win out on that one. A bit of a scrappy fight, but at the end of the day, DSG do get the Dragon, and it is just the 1-for-1. They kill up Hombach.
Scrappy fight in a very scrappy game. The Smite steal going in the favor of Kryra is what makes this a winning play, but then when Castle picks up this turret, that's a bounty that he picked up on Rise at the end of the...
And, you know, flying in a lot of these fights, utilizing his passive well, forcing people to go in on him, and creating space for the rest of his team.
I mean, his weird river flank in that mid lane fight is what actually turned it, and that's crazy as well.
He goes in very nicely timed ult from Rahel. He just stuns him instantly when he arrives. No one from DSG was really in the area to follow up. I'm not sure what Kryra saw there. Maybe didn't realize so many members were around, but he dies for free. And now they're just going to start the Baron.
Okay, so it's just Onivia Blitz Kai'Sa. This might be one where they try and trade gold rather than fight, since Sajed might want to protect his gold lead. Let's see the teleport in. Nars no TP, so it is a temporary 4v4. No jungler, though.
They got to force. Castle pops the ulti. They're going for it. They're looking for Rahel. Rahel is going to get actually cleansed out, but he just dies anyway. Darkwings on the side is getting zoned off. Hombach is in some trouble. Sajed ults forward. Darkwings is going to fall. Impact has now arrived. He almost has Mega. Can he make something happen? Does land the stun. The wall-up comes through. Jumps in. Stuns up Sajed. Knocks down Sajed. Huhi on the side trying to run from Call Me. Going to have to flash over the wall. Hombach and Impact battling against Castle, but Castle
Darkwings, and it's just become a scrappy game. Slowly move up here as Hombach is now at a quarter health.
Oh, there's the Ash arrow in on the Castle. They're locking him up in the CC chain. It's just not ending. Castle, even through the Sterix, even through the ulti, just goes down. That CC was never ending. Really beautiful chain between the Ash, the Gnar, the Seraphine, and now they are over onto this Baron. This Seraphine already on 2 completed items, plus the upgraded boots, plus the tier. DSG realized we can't contest this. Hui's going to keep them too healthy. They're going to have to trade for the Dragon.
Yep, 4v5. They have to trade for the Drake as well. That's kind of the worst case scenario, though, when you're slow checking if your Renekton ends up getting one shot. Not enough tenacity to break the CC chain. But Sentinels really have to do something with this Baron power play now, because they're giving up Soul Point. Mountain Soul Point, which I think if they complete the Soul, they will end up winning the game. That's 1 tier 2 turret, makes the Baron power play plus 1,600. Honestly, paying 1,500 might want to go for some Mercury Treads. I know the steel caps are very good against Ash, but if he's going to be getting CC chained like that, he needs a little bit more freedom. Trying to get some mid plates here as Sajed is clearing the turret. Everyone's doing a really good job hiding behind minions as well, making sure Lions stays useless.
And a level 11 on the Blitzcrank. Very far down in the experience now at this point. Hui's closing in on 14 about by the time that Lions does hit 12. So the scaling really powerful now. Of course, you are hoping you can kind of just delay this Baron buff as much as possible, and that Sajed can just crush it in the team fights. He's on 4 items, has the Zhonya's, and has shown his prowess on this Kai'Sa a number of times.
Yeah, just some insane team fight outplay potential. But if the more fed the Seraphine gets, the beefier the team fight ball can become for Sentinels. And these team fights have become really, really spread out, which I feel like if they stay a little bit closer together, can be better for Sentinels. Hard to push against Onivia, though.
By both, honestly. Wow. Great side steps across the board as Hui now throwing in the Encore. In comes Kryra. He's going to be looking, flashes forward, tries to knock him down, but Kryra's incredibly low, and Kryra's going to fall. Sentinels get another kill there as Hombach goes forward. Castle will survive. The hook gets a minion. That's about the best he's done in a while, as Castle trying to threaten, but he just can't. Sajed is outraged. In comes the Mega Gnar. He's going to get stunned up against the wall. Wallop does connect, and now Call Me in a lot of trouble. Going to get Mega Gnar against the wall. He goes into the passive egg. Sajed is focusing down Impact. Can he get the kill? He can, but his mid laner is traded back on the side. Darkwings chasing after Castle. Castle tries to slice over the wall, but fails it. Went too early. Can't get through. Gets knocked down. Now Darkwings with the rise. I'll try to get in onto Sajed. Flash for flash. There's the hook, but can he even win the fight? The tower shot, not enough to knock him down, because in comes the Seraphine to keep him safe.
What a fight there by Sentinels. Narrowly, if they get one more kill, they might be able to end the game off that. So in terms of what they can do with the Baron.
And the CC timing from Sentinels has been so good. He's getting insta-CC'd as he arrives on the Pantheon ult every time.
Might see a fight here, but probably just giving up the turret, hoping for a Mountain Soul fight. Also have Echoes, I also think, is just a broken item when you're able to get rolling in these team fights. So they just have to give this Drake no matter what.
It's going to be the Dragon going over. DSG, of course, it was sitting at Soul Point from that earlier trade of Dragon for Baron, but their attempt to try to get a
wants
carry.
To fight.
Yeah, DSG are posturing. Kryra moving forward here. Sejet on the side with him, but they are split up, and Calmy's going to be flashed on there by Hambach, and in comes the Encore. The CC is punishing, and in the backline, Impact is sunning up the entire team. They are locked down. They are knocked down. It's a triple already for Darkwings, as he is just destroying them in this fight. Impact picks up another. It was nearly a quadra. Calmy TP's out to safety, but there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from this Sentinels team.
Darkwings just overpowers DSG in this last fight. He also empowering everyone with the massive support gap in this game too. It's looking like Sentinels is equalizing the series.
Yeah, they are marching on the Nexus. Calmy gonna get rooted up, gonna get locked down. The CC chains just never end. Huhi with a fantastic Seraphine game, showing off the power of the pick, and Sentinels coordinating so well on their timing with the CC across multiple fights. They tie up the series. A great bounce back after a real